Oh. Okay. Well, you know what? We're starting off this episode a little different today,
American
boys. We're
Sushi
actually
Podcast. Welcome back. My name's Evan. I'm your co-host, and Brandon's here too.
Yeah, now I am cuz now we got an actual legitimate intro
Oh, that's the intro.
finally. No, it wasn't. So,
Oh, okay. Do you want me to
we're
do it
doing this
again?
a little differently. No, I'm
Hey,
good
welcome back to the
actually.
American Sushi Podcast. I'm Evan, and we've also got Brandon here. He's also known as Too Spooky. He makes 101 facts about bananas.
Actually, it was 50, but
Yeah,
yes,
I
I
don't
am
care.
here. I am here. That is an All Might reference. I'm glad you
that's
noticed.
an all-night reference, of course.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, I did.
He's a great guy. One of my favorite characters. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so for the game today, we're actually going to do it first, and it's going to be really cool, and it's going to be audio only,
Really
even though it is
happy. Oh, it's audio only.
we should have visual.
So
We should have
weak.
visual, but we don't. So basically, I call this game 50-50 coin flip. So what's going to happen is you're going to pick heads or tails, and I'm going to flip a coin, and if you get it wrong, you lose. And if you get it right, you win. That's the game. Didn't I tell you it'd be really epic and cool?
I need a new co-host.
Hey, yeah, you do. Do you want to
I don't
pick heads or tails?
I disassociated, but
Good.
but I'm gonna say heads, I guess. I think.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it in front of the mic so you can hear the coin. Oh, you hear that? You hear that? All right, I have it in my hand. I'm about to slam it down. You said heads, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's tails, you freaking moron! Oh my
I'm
god.
Stupid. I'm an idiot. Oh no.
I cannot believe you fucking lost. Wow. I would not have faked that either. That is a legitimate reaction. How could you fail? Wow. You had a 50-50 chance, you freaking
Oh,
loser.
I really believe you.
I wouldn't do that
Hey, you
to
know
you.
what? I've
okay?
got a game too.
I would tell the
actually.
truth.
Actually,
You know, do you want to play again? Do you want to fucking play again?
No, I have a new game. Okay.
Oh, what is
I'm
it? Is
gonna-
it called yelling into the microphone?
I'm gonna hold up fingers, and you gotta guess how many fingers that I have holding up, and I won't lie.
Okay, well, I have
One hand.
one
One
question.
hand.
Oh, one hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it the hand with 5 fingers or 6?
I don't
I need to know. It's very important.
Well, this, okay, well, I'm gonna pick the one with 6 fingers then.
Okay, good. I'm glad we figured that out.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, no.
I've
Yeah.
got fingers up. Go.
2.
It's 4, you big dumb idiot!
Oh, but guess what? 2 times
I
2 is
can't
4. It's
believe
just
you
2
didn't
squared,
get
you
that
idiot.
Right. You could have gotten it right, and you didn't, because you lost.
Wow, I guess we're both
That's
losers today.
freaking
That's cool.
embarrassing. Yeah, wow, okay, thanks for coming
Yeah,
to the
I'm-
podcast. Bye, everyone.
Yep, that's it. Did ya? Okay.
That's the Ninja episode.
Well, now that we got that epic and cool game out of the way, I guess we should
Well,
actually
excuse me, there
talk
were
about
multiple
something.
games.
No, there wasn't.
Hey guys, welcome back to the American Sushi Podcast. I'm your
Uh,
host, Evan, and I'm also here with my co-host, Brandon, also known as Too
Hey.
Spooky.
Makes 50 facts about bananas.
50 facts.
Okay. Well, you know what, Evan? I got a good old question
have a
for
game?
you. No, I don't. I don't have a game. It's a
Well,
question.
shoot, what's your
So,
question, dog?
Hey, what have you been watching and reading lately, you freaking
Oh
moron?
no, I got called the fucking moron. Did we ever talk about Goodnight punpun yet? I don't think we did.
Oh no, we didn't. We
Oh,
didn't.
I liked
No, we didn't.
that.
That's one of my favorites of all time. I'm serious.
No, I know it. I just don't know what's wrong with us.
It's climate change.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I
Thanks,
read that
Obama.
since our last podcast, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah. Would you say if you had to pick like beginning, middle, end, where would you say your favorite part was?
My favorite part was probably the ending. I think the ending was really well done.
Yeah.
You told me you're gonna be depressed after this, and like
I was.
Spoilers. It's not. This isn't even a bad spoiler. It's like the ending isn't even that sad. Like the ending isn't that sad. There's a couple things in that like last third that are super sad, but
Oh
I
yeah.
expected the
I-
ending to be sad, and then it wasn't really.
No, more or less what I meant is the whole experience will depress you,
Yeah.
not like the ending itself is going to
can
depress
agree
you.
with that. The whole experience did depress me.
Yeah, it's just like, reflecting on, because I think I read the entire thing in like 2 days.
Yeah, me too.
And I I was just like sitting there for like the next week, just contemplating it all and like, relating things to my own life and just taking it all in. And I was just like bummed, just really bummed that whole entire week. And I was just like, but then after that, it's like, man, I'm glad I read that. That was a very not wholesome, but also wholesome experience.
Punpun is something that I would recommend to literally anybody.
Yeah, I feel like anybody can find something to take out of it.
Even
relate
if you've
to.
never read a manga, I think I'd recommend Punpun to you.
100%. I guess on the topic of it, there was one thing about it that I didn't like, and I want your opinion on it. What did you think of the Mr. God fortune teller guy that just showed up every so often and was like just spouting nonsense?
Yeah, I liked him.
I didn't.
Really?
I didn't like that part.
You didn't like God?
Well, I liked I phrased that wrong. The dude who's like a prophet or whatever.
The prophet. Oh, yeah. I thought that was interesting. You're right. It doesn't have a super good place in it.
Yeah, I just feel like it didn't fit. Like the actual the actual quote unquote God that shows up. Yeah. I liked that aspect.
Okay,
I meant the prophet guy. I just phrased it wrong.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now though. Yeah, that was kind of weird, but like it did kind of connect because it started with freaking little dingle ditch girl, mean girl, selling fake water with her mom, right?
Oh yeah.
And then mom died. I didn't spoil that one, but
whoops. Oh,
okay.
Yep, spoiled. We just ruined the whole manga for everybody.
And everyone who listens to this will have read it by now with our glowing review.
Yep. And if you're not reading it yet, go pick it up and read it right now.
That's like, I would put that up there with one of my favorite, like, just works of literature.
Yeah.
It's super good.
100%. I haven't read too much of his other stuff, but
I've seen
has like
I've seen a couple that I like screenshotted and want to get into eventually.
Mm-hmm. I read Solinen, which is like kind of it's like a one big volume worth of like stuff. It's pretty short, but it's kind of just like it's more or less tackling the story of just like accepting that you just might not be good at stuff, or just sometimes you can't be the best.
Okay.
But it has like a music theme to it and everything too. It's really good. I know one of his works, Girl on the Shore, is apparently extremely controversial because it's just like 14-year-olds porking each other or something.
That's not great.
Yeah, I heard it got taken off of. I don't actually. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. I think some manga got taken off of Amazon because it was like deemed inappropriate, but people were like, "Oh, but a Girl on the Shore is still on there."
Oh, people were mad.
So,
why weren't they?
I don't know if I want to actually check it out, but I don't know. I'm intrigued at the controversy surrounding it, if nothing else.
Yeah. No, that does. I mean, yeah, that's one way to look at it, and it's your research.
Yeah, it's research into why it's controversial and nothing else.
Good. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Oh, I disavow. I made a disavow counter in our Zesty episode.
Yeah? Is it like 50?
No, it's like 12, probably.
That's still a lot.
It's more than I thought it was gonna be.
It's a lot to disavow.
We said it a lot. It wasn't like an Evan disavow counter, Brandon disavow counter. Like it was the whole crew, and we all said it at least once. So that's good. I also made a really special edit in the Jordan episode that you have to go watch to find. It's really really dumb, but I liked it a lot.
Good.
I liked it a lot.
Also, I see Gentleman in the chat here. He says, word on the street, Solinen is best as a movie because of the music stuff. So, I've actually seen the movie of it there, Mr. Gentleman. And I will say that it does a really good job capturing the story in film. And the music, like actually hearing the music definitely helps a lot. But there's a couple like directorial choices in that movie that I just felt like were really bland. Like it's just filmed like just on a tripod the whole time. There's not a lot of filmmaking, cinematography flair.
Ooh, okay.
But I'd recommend it still if you like the manga.
Okay.
I had to throw it in there.
Yeah, no worries. I'll probably read it first. But yeah, I am definitely more interested
Definitely should.
in Inoi's other works. Is that how you say his name? Is that his name?
I think it's Inio Asano.
Inio, okay.
Inio? I think that's what I've heard other people say in videos.
Inio or Inoi, one of the two.
I know there Takahiko Inoue is the Vagabond slam dunk author.
Yeah.
And I think it's Inio Asano. I think that's
read
what it is.
Slam Dunk?
Slam Dunk, no. I haven't read much of anything lately.
Yeah.
But I have watched some stuff.
Yeah, but okay. Go ahead. What'd you watch?
Hey, well, I watched like 100 episodes of Gintama.
Yeah, and you still hate it.
And no, I like it now. It's just it took a long time. And even then, it's like I didn't hate it. It's just like really the first 30 episodes are just like very. It's just like repeating the same thing over and over. It's like they introduce a character and they have like some backstory to it, but the backstory is usually not super effective for most of the characters. For a couple it is. And then they sprinkle in some stuff here and there, and there's a lot of goofs and gags, but I don't think it actually picks up until like episode 50.
Goofs and gags, those are my types of things.
Yeah. And like it's really weird. It's very like hit or miss, because some of the comedy episodes, if you want to call them that, can be super funny, but other ones are just like really dumb and like not funny at all. And then they have like what people dub as the serious arcs, which is like a couple episodes where they just like actually, you know, be serious for a change. And those ones are usually the best so far.
Okay. Interesting. Because I know that's an anime / manga a lot of people really love and adore.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
I remember when you first started watching it, you didn't care for it.
Yeah, it just was very middle of the road. Like I would say like the beginning is like a 5, maybe a 6 at best. And now it's getting better for sure, but I've heard a lot of people say that like the later arcs are where it's like peak. Like it's got like 10 out of 10. And I'm just like, okay, I want to see it, but my opinion right now is not quite there. I'd give it like a 7 right now.
Ooh, 7. Okay.
It's definitely watchable, and like there was a lot of, you know, parts that I really appreciated and that I, you know, got some definite good laughs out of, but there's other parts where I'm like, yeah, no, I want to move on, please.
Well, if you're
but I guess also it helps if you know a lot of the references.
Yeah.
Because like there's a lot of like really obscure manga references and junk all over the place.
Okay. Yeah, because don't they like kind of parody some of the other like popular shonen manga?
Yeah. Yeah. I think they get into that a lot more later. And also, you know, real quick side note, you know, Diet Weeb, you're going freaking ham, my guy. Jesus Lord Christ.
My goodness,
Absolute Chad. Thank you, my guy.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no.
You freaking legend. Oh, sorry. You know what? If you do it again, I'm going to beat you up. No, I'm just kidding. I'll give you, if you do it again, I'll give you 2 high fives. How about that?
Well, I'll give you.
You get 1 right now. Oh.
I did it.
That I disavow.
You disavow?
That sounded like abuse, and I'm not cool with that. I'm disavowing again, back to back.
Well, this time you get to make the disavow counter. I don't have to do
it. Okay. Well, that's what, 3, I think.
That was like
total?
3 right there.
Oh, 2 high fives! Now I gotta high five this man twice. All right, here it comes.
Let's see it.
You like that?
Oh, that sounded really good in my headphones. Thanks. Ooh. Ooh.
That was just a little extra.
Can I do something make sounds dumb?
You want to do something that sounds dumb?
Yeah.
I'll let you do it 1 time.
What was that?
Okay, that was dumb. I will say. I'm glad.
Man,
well,
this episode.
This is a great episode. I'm glad we did this today.
Should we do a podcast today? I think you should have said no.
Yeah, I should have just been like, you know what? Nah. But you know, Diet Weeb wouldn't have got any high fives if it wasn't for this. So
and that would have been,
I guess, silver lining. Yeah, silver lining.
Well,
I've definitely watched some other stuff, but is there anything else?
I mean, I want to talk about Goodnight Punpun again a little bit.
Oh, let's do it.
So,
let's do it.
I think it was really a game for the high fives and coin flips.
I told you the coin flips would be a hit.
I did the intro. We edited that game out.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, fuck, you're
It's in there. It's in there.
All right. So, did I take notes about Punpun? Oh, I just want to share some of my kind of like favorite quotes because I think it's a really quotable manga.
I'd love to hear them.
And okay. Now I remember what this was. What really broke me was when his this is spoiler alert, but when his family like got wrecked. So dad left, like was being abusive and had to leave.
Out of here.
And then like later on, Punpun's jacking off and doing his own thing, and his mom dies.
Yeah.
And, like, he just is... That's... Oh, man. Because they were never close, and then right as she's in the hospital, they get close.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know, even through, like, all of... Because, you know, she's definitely not that great of a lady herself.
Yeah.
I'll throw that out there.
No, she's not.
But, you know, it's like at the end, too, you see, like, this little, like moment where she was just trying to, you know... Because basically, Punpun's father was very absent,
Do you say
you could say. Like, he...
Punpun?
I say... Oh, wait. Goodnight. Honestly, I don't know. I've said it both ways.
Okay,
I don't know which one's correct.
And that...
Punpun?
That's like a bad lady part.
Well, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Goodnight, Poon. Anyways, so basically, like, you know, when Punpun was growing up, he'd get letters from his father, but he actually wasn't.
Yep.
And that made me really sad.
That was super sad. Oh, my
It was just like that moment of realization where you're like, oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was really heartbreaking.
Really
There's just so many moments like that. Just
All
just
throughout.
literally just rip your heart out over and over.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it so much. That is really high up there.
Yeah, that was one of my highlight parts too, I would say. Like one of the most of like one that I've, you know, that's stuck with me, I should say.
What do you think about Punpun,
Punpun.
fucking his uncle's lady?
Oh, I forgot he did that. Yeah.
He did it. The uncle's my favorite character.
Yeah, I liked him a lot too. I thought his entire arc, like at first I was like, what's going on here? And then I was like, oh, this is actually really good too. But I didn't even remember that until you said it.
Punpun thumps thighs with his uncle's lady friend.
Yeah. I mean, Punpun is definitely he makes some very questionable decisions throughout the entire time, and well, that's one of them.
Oh, okay. Because I saved a couple chapters in my notes, like specifically. One of them was the mom like scene, and this one was. It just starts with a clock, and there's like no dialogue from Punpun at all, and it's just like alternating, like black panels with things going on, and just him talking about like his depression essentially.
Oh, is that one of the ones where he's just like in his room and like just chilling in his bed the whole time?
In his bed the whole day.
Yep.
He said
I felt that.
He heard absolutely. Said he hears the alarm clock and then just talks about like what else he can hear and like what else is going on outside. And then at the end, Punpun is just fine again today. And does nothing. Oh my god, that one hit me hard.
Yep. Yeah, that was another one where I'm like, you know, I fucking feel this right now. This is a relatable moment.
It's just like, wow, he really, that author just captured a lot of human emotion really well in this manga. And the art style too, I really like.
Oh yeah, too. I thought it was like his general art style is definitely really good, but like you get used to the cartoon bird family really fast, and it's like oddly charming. At first, it's like, what the hell is this? But then it really comes around, and you learn to appreciate it. But I think one of the biggest reasons why it's so effective is because like every single person on the planet, you know, they live a life, right? Regardless of how long or short, you're living a life, and you have your experiences, yada yada yada. And this manga takes you, like, you know, from the early stages of life until, like, the later stages. Or, like, the, you know, when you start to become an adult, more or less. And then into that lifestyle. So it's basically just kind of, like, taking you back through life. Where you can, like, find bits and pieces that, like, you know, you've dealt with before. And just kind of, like, bring you back to those weird, nostalgic, tragic, wholesome whatever moments, and it just kind of just brings you back to that time period, but also makes you see it from a new light.
Yeah, I agree, and I think
that's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, and I think with the like bird family characters, I think it's so easy to connect with those and like put yourself in Punpun's shoes.
Yeah.
Like because it's not a character, it's the little bird, and also a triangle at some points.
I did like the triangle. I just like the face of the triangle. He just looks so like.
Better, actually, he's like
he just looks so like.
like it kind of like that shift, like you know some shit just happened and is gonna happen because of that shift. And also when he gets fucking hands.
Yeah.
And like a body, that was really wild.
It's just weird to think that, like, you know, in reality, it's just a normal everyday person, but all the shifts just show you from as a reader's perspective, I guess. You know, I actually the way you worded it, how like when he's a triangle, he's closed off.
Yeah.
I feel like that just makes sense to like that moment too. Because like he's a literal triangle, there's no openings.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense, but
No, it does.
it's just
Absolutely.
a weird way to put that together.
Absolutely.
I like that.
And like he doesn't. Yeah, it gave me depression for a month. Quan said, "Yeah, I can
Yep.
see that. I can see that because it is kind of depressing, but there are a lot of highlights in it too.
Yeah, there's still a lot to take away.
Yeah, I guess a lot is a stretch, but there are a few positive moments within their lives. And I think that's what we all have to gravitate towards because there's a lot of shit that happens in life, and you know we just got to focus on the little positives that we get.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like I don't know, I would say the ending is positive. I read in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
The author said it's not. I think it's pretty positive.
I'd say like, you know, leading up to the very ending is definitely not positive at all.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
the actual ending itself is just kind of like, you know, life goes on and we can pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
I think that's like, at least that's what I got out of it. I didn't think of it as like a negative thing, but I mean, what did you think of him stabbing himself in the eye with a fork? I just remember that too.
Yeah, I mean
that happened.
I mean,
Have you done that?
not that, but I've emotionally done that for females. So
Yeah, that's a good point. Never mind.
So you know what? I could connect with that one too.
Yeah.
It's like that's the thing that I think is so beautiful about it is that everything's so symbolic, right? Like they make him this triangle little bird guy, but he also like everything he does because it's a triangle bird. It doesn't necessarily have to be real. It can be like just symbolic. So sticking himself in the eye, like because it was for a girl, like I don't know. That's how I took it. That's what I connected to.
I like that connection. That's relatable.
Yep. Freaking yeah.
So, do you think that you would rate it a 10 out of 10 if asked?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought about it for a second there, and I was like, is there anything I can really knock off? And I guess you could knock off maybe the little prophet guy. But, like, that's not that important, really.
No. You could just, like, honestly just skim those parts and just, like, keep going on and it wouldn't change anything.
So I'd say it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree.
That's one.
I'd thought about that, too.
Yeah.
That was my only criticism, was that part that I just was like, I'm not feeling
and,
this,
like,
really.
I didn't even dislike it. I thought it was kind of interesting. And, like...
Yeah.
And then... and then the poop god takes him away at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poop God was my favorite character, actually. Frick the uncle. See Poop God?
His wife didn't.
His wife
I guess
did,
not
actually,
wife, girl.
fact.
Well,
They had intercourse.
so did somebody else.
Yeah, no, absolutely
Yeah, they did.
someone else did. Alright, I also watched Tokyo Godfathers, but you haven't seen that yet.
I got it in the mail today.
You got it, but I really like it a lot. I think it's good. I think you'll really enjoy it.
I'm excited.
It's got a lot of... It's also got kind of a lot of symbolism. I watched a video afterwards by Breadsword, who's like one of my favorite film YouTubers. And I'd watched it before, but like now that I've seen the movie, I really liked it. Now that I've seen the movie, I really like connected with the video more, and it gave me a deeper understanding of it.
So, quick side question.
Yeah.
If you were asked what a breadsword is the only correct answer a baguette?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Or it's like a bread's word. It could be.
Oh. Well, that's just annoying.
Yeah, so anyways.
I'd rather just feature him with a baguette.
What else have you been watching?
Well, I mean, I definitely watched a lot of movies. I did watch Avatar from start to finish.
Oh, you finished it. Okay.
I did. I haven't finished Korra though. But I did Avatar. I got through all of that pretty fast. It was great, honestly. I think I had seen almost every single episode like before, just not in order because I used to watch like just a lot of TV after school and stuff like that back in the day. So it'd be like, oh, new episode, let's freaking go. And then I've seen like so many of those episodes like multiple times, but getting the entire experience like in order is actually like really fantastic.
So did you finish Korra?
No, I didn't finish Korra.
Got it. Never mind.
I haven't watched any more Korra since we last talked about it briefly.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
yeah, Korra's the first season, like basically I'm like halfway through the second season, give or take. And the first season was like definitely okay. Like I didn't hate it, but it was more just like a drama more than anything else, and it's like nothing you hadn't seen before type of thing.
I got bored.
Whereas Avatar was really special.
I got bored in the first season and just didn't finish.
Yeah, I did.
And I didn't go into the second one.
I just like powered through it, honestly. I was just like, I'm determined.
I've heard this like third season's really good, and probably the ending, but I know it made a lot of people mad because they were like, oh, there's SJWs ruining my Avatar, and it's like,
dang it,
whatever. I don't care.
Thanks.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I watched that.
A whole new story. Like, they can get over it.
Yeah, exactly. It was good though. Like the Avatar itself, really good. I recommend everybody watch it. Especially if you've seen some of it before.
I remember playing it like imaginary at recess when I was a little kid.
Oh heck yeah!
I'd always like want to be. I think I always wanted to be the an earthbender. That was my one I liked.
See, somebody asked, I forget who it was, but somebody asked me like not that long ago what element I would choose, and I said earth.
Yeah.
Because I still think that no matter what, like anywhere you go, earth is going to be the way to go, because like you're just always around earth, right?
Okay, but what about
you're
air?
on earth. Air would be super cool, but like, it's air.
When are you not around air?
Well, I guess I don't know. I just feel like earth would be cooler to use. It's more effective. You can build structures. Other than that, I think water is probably debatably the best, but you got to be near water.
Yeah, true.
And if you don't have water, that's fricked.
Nope, we've got a question we've got to answer immediately from Hayquan. Have either of us read 20th Century Boys? I haven't.
So I've read like half of it. I was basically getting the omnibuses, like that are coming out now every couple months, and it got to a point where like it'd been a couple months. I get the new one and I read it, and then there was just this big plot twist, and I was like, wait a minute. Who the fuck is this guy? And I had to go back and look, and I was like, oh, him. And so now I've just decided, okay, I think this is the kind of manga I just have to read in like a short span of time. So now I'm just waiting until I have all the books, and then I'm just going to go through it again. Because I want to be able to get the full experience.
Okay.
But it's really good so far, I will say that.
Ooh, really good, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very good.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. I saw a lot of people praising it in our stream chat at twitch.tv/American_sushi.
Yeah, you should read Monster first, though.
Wait, what's Monster?
It's a really good manga.
Yeah, I've never
or
heard
anime.
of it, so I don't want to read it.
Okay, that sucks.
Did I tell you that my anime Snapchat filter makes me look like Hank Hill, kinda?
I mean, I've seen it, and I can say, I guess, now that you mention that, slightly, yeah. Just very slightly.
It's very slightly, but it does.
Bobby.
Oh, can you do that again, please?
No, I'm not. I'm not a good Hank Hill impersonator.
Okay.
For the longest time, this is completely off topic, and I don't even know if you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But
not.
in the Beavis and Butthead movie / the show,
Absolutely
there's their neighbor, and he's always he looks a lot like Hank Hill, and since they're both voiced by Mike Judge, they also sound the same.
Oh, good.
And I always thought they were the same character. I just want to throw that out there. If anybody understands what I'm talking about, maybe you'll relate. Maybe not.
I would be very shocked that if anyone related to that, but I don't think it would be out of impossibility. But Hayquan also redeemed another question. What are our top 5 mangas? I'm going to let you go first since I read it. So I get to go look stuff up.
I know my top 3. I don't know if I can go past that, but
Okay.
it goes One Piece, Berserk, Hunter x Hunter.
One Piece, Berserk, Hunter x Hunter. Okay.
I know that other manga that I would consider top 10 worthy
Yeah.
are Vagabond, Vinland Saga, Monster. I would probably say Full Metal Alchemist, but I need to like get back to it and rewatch it because it's been a long time now, and a lot of what I originally liked I don't remember anymore.
Yeah.
Mr. Punpun.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I'm gonna prank you.
I think that's what I can remember, at least for manga specifically.
Oh, I'm gonna prank you. So, Berserk.
Oh no. Yeah.
Goodnight, punpun. Oh man, I'd say. Like, so it's top 5 like manga that I've enjoyed, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is specifically.
I mean, it's your favorite, so.
Okay, so I'd say.
So I would say like
I'd
no,
put
it doesn't have to be
Dead
critically.
Man Wonderland was something that I really enjoyed. That's kind of an out there take, but I liked it a lot. What other ones have I read that are kind of out there?
Not Monster.
I've read some weird ones. I liked Mob Psycho 100 a lot. Actually, reading it.
Oh yeah.
Getting to the end of it, I really liked the ending of that.
I did too. I read after season 2 was done. I read whatever was left,
Oh,
basically.
okay. I did that after season 1. And then I read it as it came out. And then I'd say like One Piece, obviously. And I'd say Attack on Titan can definitely find its way up there depending on how it ends.
Yeah. Oh, true. I can't believe I didn't think of that one.
And Hunter x Hunter, I think, but I'd put that more with anime.
Yeah. I'd also be willing to say I feel like as a personal favorite, I feel like JoJo's is creeping up in there for me.
Yeah, see, I was saving that for anime if we talked about that, which we have
Yeah.
to, because Haquan also redeemed that for top 5 anime.
Well, take Berserk out of there.
Yeah. He's got the nose though.
It does. It does. But
So,
other than that, yeah.
I'd say Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, JoJo's Part 4 specifically,
I'd still say One
Cowboy
Piece.
Bebop, and
Cowboy Bebop 5 shizzle.
absolutely, and
Samurai Champloo. It's a really good
it's
one.
either Samurai Champloo or Wolf's Rain. I really enjoyed.
I still gotta watch that
That
too.
was really good. I like that a lot. Or Kids on the Slope is also super good.
I has heard
That was-
from ye before.
That one's okay. That one's
That's
kind of
very
way
good.
out there. But yeah,
I'm
Wolf's
trying to
Rain
think
I
if
really
there's any.
liked.
Man, I almost have to like bring my
I
list
had
up
to
and
go,
see if
I
there's
had
any
to
I'm
go look at the
forgetting.
list. But while you're looking, I want to thank former guest of the podcast, potential future guest of the podcast, Noble Absinthe, for giving us 500 bits.
Ho 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 ho!
Saying,
My God.
Glad you finished the first Avatar. Korra is like a different beast. It's hard to not compare it to the original. Also, force him to watch Monster, watch the anime. I
should.
didn't. Never mind.
You should.
Never mind.
You're doing it. What? I think I basically listed everything that I could think of. I'd say the only other two that like are like top 10 anime potential just from a favoritism spot would probably be Bleach and Naruto somewhere.
Ooh, okay.
Because I have a very special place for both of those.
Okay. Yeah, I can see. I know you do. I'd say I would
Yeah.
argue that you could put the first arc of Bleach animated, and especially all of the openings,
Oh yeah.
on there as like one of the best arcs in anime.
Yeah. A lot of people are like indifferent to the first arc of Bleach, but like
Really?
Soul Society in particular.
Isn't Soul Society the first arc? What's the first arc then?
The first arc is just when he's like just going around fighting
oh,
hollows.
fuck that. Yeah, that's like 4 episodes. Get it out of here.
I like it a lot, but as soon as they get to Soul Society, like that entire
that
thing
one.
is peak.
Absolutely.
Peak shonen.
Yeah. I
No
like
question
a
about
lot.
it.
And we also got another question from Mithiki
Oh,
Redeemed.
my goodness.
Who's your favorite character from The Boys?
Oh, the boys, huh?
I'm not
My
caught up on
favorite.
season 2,
Ooh.
but
I have been watching as they came out. I didn't get to whatever episode came out today though. It's really tough. I feel like
I really like
the
Annie.
character
She's the like
Starlight?
Starlight. Yeah, she's my favorite.
Yeah. I like her for sure.
Easily.
I would say like the character I most enjoy watching is Homelander, just because I feel like the actor does such a good job making him detestable.
Oh yeah, Homelander.
But
is
I'm
a
not
really
gonna say
good,
he's my favorite.
He's a really good villain character, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I think they do a really good job portraying him and like all of his detestable aspects, and he just handles like that character type really really well. Like I don't think I could picture anybody else doing it to that level.
That's
but
how
I wouldn't say that's a favorite
that's how I feel
character though.
with
Like that's the
Westworld
problem.
and some of the villains on there.
Oh,
They've got some really good actors portraying them.
Heck yeah.
Who's your favorite boys character? You gotta answer it.
Jesus. I really like the Kimiko.
Oh, I forgot about.
I like Kimiko.
I forgot. I also like Frenchie. He's funny.
Yeah,
I like him a lot.
I like those two. It comes and goes with like every other character,
Yeah,
honestly.
The Boys is
I would say
really good.
Annie's another good one.
she's-
I don't really know how I feel about Huey half the time.
I always think he's a
really
different
don't.
actor. I always think he's some other guy, but he's not.
Yeah, because he's always just like, yeah, dude, everything sucks,
a-
and I'm doing my thing.
I don't even know
It's like,
who
okay.
he looks like. 'Cause he looks like a different actor that I just cannot get out of my head.
He kind of looks like the guy that played Mr. Fantastic in the reboot for Fan
I'm
Stick.
sorry? No, you're no.
I think it's the hair.
No way.
It's the hair.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I may-
No, that's like
Somebody
a little
please
kid.
agree.
That looks like baby.
It's like they have a similar face
No,
and like similar hair.
No, this dude. Let me send you this picture, because you are gonna be bamboozled.
I'm mad.
There's no way. I think you're thinking of the
played
original
myself.
ones. I think you're thinking of the originals, because Homeboy here does not look anything like that guy.
Oh boy. Let me
I think
take
you're-
this link.
You're thinking of the original. Yeah, yeah, he does look like the. Yeah, you're definitely thinking the original. I can see kind of that, not the remake.
Okay, now that I'm seeing it, it's not in the face. It's just the hair. It's just the hair.
Maybe. I don't know. But we also got.
I guess you're right. He does look really young.
He's like a baby back punk.
Dang it. I was very wrong.
All right, so we got
I take
another
it
one
back.
from Haquan about anime movies. What are our favorite anime movies?
Oh, Ghost in the Shell's really really
I
good.
haven't seen it, so it's probably
Perfect
not-
Bloom's
probably
really
not that
really
great.
good. It's pretty great actually.
Yeah, probably not.
Perfect Bloom. Really good. A lot of the Ghibli movies are top tier. I would say that Princess Mononoke,
Ooh, okay.
Howl's Moving Castle, and Spirited Away are probably my favorite three if I had to pick.
Uh-huh.
In that order as well. Trying to think of other anime movies. Oh,
Silent-
Your Name,
Ooh, A Silent Voice.
super good. Silent Voice, super good. Weathering with You's decent.
Uh-huh. I like Tokyo Godfathers a lot.
I still gotta see it.
I haven't seen a ton of anime movies, but yeah, a lot of the Ghibli ones. When Marnie Was There is my favorite. That one I like a lot.
Also a good one.
What else? I've got a bunch that I'm gonna watch, so like that's probably a better question for like a future episode. I want to watch The Boy and the Beast a lot. That one I think will be really good.
I'm trying to think if there's any like that I have seen that I'm just not remembering. I just need to finish watching Akira, honestly.
Uh-huh.
I got halfway through it one day, but I was heavily drinking and passed out.
Oh.
And that was a long time
That
ago.
was a
And I just
long
never
time ago.
watched it again. I just never watched it again. And I just don't know. I liked it too. I just never finished it. And I still have it out there in the living room just waiting for me.
Oh my
I don't know what I'm
goodness,
doing.
you are struggle busting it.
Pissed.
Yeah, Silent Voice is super good. I don't know. What about the Pokemon movies? Do those count?
I barely remember
Those
them.
count?
Is my problem.
No, you remember the first Pokemon movie. Don't give me that.
I remember the one with Mewtwo for
Yeah,
sure.
that's the first one.
I remember the one with Lugia as well.
Yeah, that's 2000. Uh-huh.
Yeah, those are the two that I remember the most. But it's just been such a long time.
Oh, man. Yeah, those two I really liked.
I've also heard that I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard that the Yu-Gi-Oh movie they came out with not long ago is really good to like finish off the series, but I haven't seen it yet.
I remember really liking the Yu-Gi-Oh! The like way
The
back.
Pyramid of Light.
Yes, yes. I thought that was the coolest
Oh.
thing ever when I was
Bro.
a kid.
I just remember people in 3rd grade flexing that they got fucking Blue Eye Shiny Dragon.
Yeah.
Yep. I was like, I want it.
Give it to you. I remember one of my good friends in elementary school had the little Egyptian Mew from one of the Pokemon movies, and I thought that was super cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I also remember somebody had that, and I was like, give me that. Oh, did you ever have the frickin' Burger King, like, metal plates that from the Pokemon movie? It was like a kid's meal thing.
No.
I don't know how else to describe it, but like they're these little like they're not like actually gold, but like they're these golden plates that like they're like cards, but they're like golden metal.
Oh, interesting.
I have 2 of them somewhere. I don't know where they're at, but I know I have 2 of them.
Okay. No, I've never heard of them.
I don't know. They were like a big thing. If you just typed in like fucking golden Burger King's Pokemon card.
Okay.
You could see what I'm talking about. Maybe you like it'll bring back some repressed memory.
Burger King plates?
Yeah, or like I don't know. Burger King Pokemon gold cards.
Okay, when you said,
do you remember those?
Yeah. When you said plates, I was like, are they like, am I eating on these
They're
bad
like,
boys? But no.
oh no, my bad. They're like metal plates. I don't know how to describe. They're like metal chunks.
Yeah, they are.
I'm pretty sure I have Charizard and one other one.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Those look cool, I think. Right.
Oh, Travis Scott meal. Nice. Did Cactus Jack send you?
And I think they're going to lead us pretty well into our next discussion topic. So,
Soul
Slayer redeemed question said, why is Dr. Spooky world #1 Among Us player? Why am I sus? From Soul Slayer.
Big brain.
We also have from Diet Weeb, Evan, why is Too Spooky always sus? So why are you always sus?
Well, I think it's just because I have a big brain when it comes to Among Us.
All right.
Because I don't mean to flex here, but I know
no.
I could.
Can you explain when Wormy and I were imposters?
Yes, that's what I was just about to do. Because I was gonna ask if you were pissed because I figured that out.
Okay, explain it to anyone who wasn't on this stream.
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna assume if you're listening, you have general knowledge of Among Us at this point. Because it's pretty popular at the time of recording this, and I feel like if you're anybody, you've played it at least once, and you should at least know the general, the general how to play.
I just retweeted today. Retweet if you've never played Among Us. So.
Yeah, good.
It was a lie.
Anyways, so basically, there's this one level with lava, and they have this thing called vitals where you can check if people are dead or not. So I was just watching that, and I see that Mr. Brown over here just fucking dies immediately. And I was like, oh shit, he's dead. I gotta go press the button. As soon as I click off of the vitals, the body is found. So whoever killed him must be like with the killer or they did it themselves. Those are the only 2 options. And then Evan comes on here and he's like, yeah, the body's like up by the cameras. I was on it the whole time and he's just laying up there above it. And I'm thinking to myself, this fucking guy. And I was like, well, did you see who did it? And he's like, no. And it's not like the lights were off or anything. They were on. So the only way that person could have died and been reported that fast is if Evan himself did it or his partner was with him and he didn't want to rat him out.
So absolutely, like here's some clarification. Wormy absolutely killed him, and I just immediately walked over and reported it because I'm like, oh, they can't tell if it wasn't me who self-reported.
And like that's the thing with self-reports too, is it's like it's such a risky move, but a lot of times it pays off. Because a lot of times you can get away with it, but just because I knew he died fast.
I almost fucking did get away with it, too!
I
died by like 1 vote. I was convinced.
Yeah.
I convinced everyone. I was like, my aim was to convince everyone that you were the one being suspicious and shit.
But because they had confirmed ejects on, they were able to see that I was right. So I was like, yeah.
I'm with you now about confirm ejects being
I think it's just funner not knowing personally. It makes you second guess. But then right after that,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Right after that, like the next round or the round after that, freaking Wormy over here, the other imposter, he pulls a self-report out of his ass. And I could smell it. I could smell that they were trying to double self-report on me so that they could try and juke me.
I have no information, but I think Wormy self-reported.
Well, like, it's because they were saying that Gozin was the only other person nearby, and it's like, okay, it definitely could be him. But the thing is, he said that, like, if it was Gozin, he would have had to have, like, vented out or whatever because he was too far away. So it's like, okay, I don't think that he was experienced enough to have made that play just by my deduction. So, and I know Wormy can be a very efficient killer most of the time because I played with him before. So I was like, all right, this man's just trying to pull one on me. Who's gonna double self-report? Who's gonna do that? This man. And it was him! And, like, I do remember saying, too, like, I just have a hunch. I don't really know for sure, but that's just what it feels like to me. And I got him.
I have no information, no facts, but I think it's Wormy, and everyone fucking voted him off, dude!
And I was right! That was my biggest brain play, that match.
And it was on stream, too, so it's out
Yep.
there. I can't even pretend that didn't happen, because it did.
Yep. And I could also, like, tell the way you were, like, rebuttaling me so fast each time. I'm like, oh, it's definitely him. Like, I could tell that you were trying so hard. And I was like, yes.
I had so many people almost convinced, too.
Yeah.
You only beat me by one.
I was just big proud of my big brain play that time.
I thought I was making such good points. I'm like, well, you're accusing me awful quick, and you don't have all your facts straight, and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, well, I think it's you. And I got voted out.
I mean, I had facts, is the thing. I did have the facts. It's just, they weren't like, that there could be wiggle room, more or less. There could be wiggle room.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I do not cheat 100%. Never in my life would I cheat at Among Us. The only time I've cheated is basically like what happened was I had somebody else's stream open and forgot to minimize it, so I saw that they were the killer, so I just let them kill me. I followed them on purpose so I could die, so I couldn't like ruin it, basically.
We also have to talk about my man Briggs, who at the end during the stream I went back and killed him, and he said he forgot he was muted. He unmuted.
Yeah.
They're not gonna find my bot, and then.
Yeah, and I go back immediately.
Because I was right at the beginning, so he's like, they're never gonna come back and get me, was like the thought. Brandon goes back immediately, and I'm like, shit. I know he's about to press the find the spot.
Yep. And the best part was I did remember seeing you one of the last people there, so I was like, I think it's this guy. Thanks, Briggs.
He saved you. I mean, you were going back anyways, but...
Yeah, I that is true. I was going to head back.
You wouldn't have went back as quickly if you didn't hear that, though.
Yep.
So,
that is true. It's basically like
you
playing
do
Town of
cheat.
Salem and the medium comes in.
Yeah, you cheat.
Well...
Spooky's a cheater. That's why he's so good. There's the answer to Soul Slayer's question. Why is he always suspicious? Because he... I was probably going to say a couple things that were going to get me in trouble there, but it's because he's really good.
What?
I was going to say it's because you're white.
Oh, wow. I'll have you know that most of the time I run the purple color, you frick.
That's true. All right. Our next question we have redeemed. This is like...
I'm going to freak out.
This is like Q&A session. We'll come back to Among Us.
Basically.
We've got another topic.
Yeah, we have a secondary topic.
We have to get all our redeemed question answers going. So
that we do.
Said, what are your thoughts on Code GeASS? I really liked it. Obviously, I don't remember it enough because I got people really mad during the Bros or Foes game. For forgetting how it ends, but I really enjoyed it while I watched it.
Yeah, for me, Code GeASS is like an 8. I think it's a really good series. There's a lot of great moments. The ending in particular is like a top tier ending.
Yeah,
but I feel like there's moments.
I think there's some missed potential.
Oh, 100%. There's some things in that anime that just really bug me. Really bug me.
I don't like the mech stuff that much.
I didn't mind it just because I haven't seen too much mech stuff, so it's not like, overdone for me personally yet.
I feel like it could have been stronger without the mechs in general, and just
that's true.
But it also could have turned into more of like a Death Note clone too, if they didn't have the mechs. So
my big complaint is just like some of like the ass pulls, because it's like there's this one part where his brother is like this really smart, really intelligent dude, and like. You remember how there's the one GeASS user they meet, and like he has like the ability to like hear everything,
the one who's
or something like
really
that.
Good. Yeah, I remember you talking to me about this actually.
Yeah, so basically like they play a pre-recorded video to like distract the guy more or less so that he can free I think C2. I think that's what was happening or whatever. But basically like C2, okay, I can get it that
C2
time.
C2 or Dolphin C2?
It's one of them.
Okay.
I can't say which.
Yeah, sorry,
but.
Confused. Okay.
Like, I can understand that time, right?
Yeah.
You give me that once, I'll let it pass. But, like, that guy, he was just a dude. He wasn't, like, super smart. I could see how that could be, used against him. But you're telling me his, like, super intelligent brother over here, he's going to know every single response, and he's going to know how long that response is going to take, and he's going to have, like, the perfect pre-recording to go against him? My fucking ass, dude. That would never work. Never in a million years. So that plot point right there, just
Yep.
I think people just act like it's way smarter than it is.
Yeah.
And
It sniffs its own farts.
yeah, people call it a 10 out of 10, and I think they're crazy to think that. Like, if you want to say it's your favorite of all time, 100% go ahead. But you cannot tell me that's a 10 out of 10 show. There's no way. It's good, very good, but not 10 out of 10. It's like an 8.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
I can agree with that. All right, got another. We got. I just saw one. Oh, that's the. No, never mind. It's not the next one. Hey, Quan asks, will there be Among Us after this? I probably won't play Among Us, but are you gonna play Among Us after this?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I have not talked to anybody today, so I doubt we'd have 10 people ready to go for one. But for two, I gotta edit this podcast. Well, not this one, but a different one.
No, not this one.
And I got I think I won't be able to today.
Yeah. There you go.
More or less.
There's
pranked.
There's our answer. The
Got
next
'em.
one is, what color are your underwears from Gentlemen? You want to answer that, please?
I mean, no, not really.
Okay,
I think
well,
I'm gonna have to add another disavow counter.
He redeemed it, so you kind of got to answer it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what color it's not.
No, that's not the question.
It's not blue.
That's not the question.
Well, why don't you go first,
Want me
please?
to go? Okay, because I'm not wearing underwear.
Oh, okay. That's a good answer. Well, if you were, what color?
It's your turn.
Okay.
I mean,
I think
was,
they're...
For work today, I was wearing gray boxers. So,
Let's just say
Now
that
it's
I
free
am
time,
embodying... I am embodying Barry B. Benson.
you got yellow?
It's mostly black, but there's some yellow.
Black and yellow. Oh, this is the worst
Thanks, Barry B.
podcast ever.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset.
I read a book with Bernie the Bee, and it just makes me think of Barry B. Benson constantly.
You don't like jazz?
Yeah. Oh, we got next one. Evan, why are you such a punk? From Codex 1306.
Oh, I can answer that.
Okay.
I could, but I'm not gonna.
Why am I such a punk? It's because I like punk music. Our next question is, what are your thoughts on Chainsaw Man right now from Mizaki?
Fire!
I've not read it at all, so you answer it.
Honestly, it's very shooketh right now. Is the best way to describe it. A lot of really crazy stuff is happening out of nowhere.
Ooh, okay.
I can't even say anything. It's that,
Out of
like,
nowhere.
the manga for Chainsaw Man is just very bamboozling. It's just always like, that just happened? Question mark? Oh, it did. Wow. Okay. That's what's happening now.
I'm gonna turn my headset down, and I want you to explain it with spoilers, and then ping me when you're done.
Oh, geez. I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, well, too late.
How do I ping you?
Just type me a message in Discord.
Okay.
I'll just friggin' look on. Go.
Okay. Well, basically, one of everyone's favorite waifus just got fucking clapped. One of the better characters clapped. And now it looks like fucking everybody's getting clapped. Yeah. I'll type to Evan now, but first I just want to say he's a punk. And I hope you heard that. Pajunk. That's what I typed.
That was it?
What?
Your ping was misspelled punk?
No, I spelled it Pajunk on purpose.
Oh, okay, why?
Because I thought you'd like it.
Oh, cool. I did. I loved it.
Hey, it worked out then.
Any Meme Dick says, can we get a podcast edit stream, Spooks?
I feel like that would suck.
Really?
I'm just like, I mean, basically I'm just like listening through it and just like removing, dead air and or like if there's an that's just by itself or something or anything like that. So I feel like it's more or less just an audio editing stream more than anything. And I feel like that'd be awful to watch.
Well, I see a couple people saying they'd show up for it.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe. If I'm not able to finish it today, then I could probably stream it at a different time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, I don't know. It's not a very riveting process, but I've kind of started adding really dumb things to my podcast edits, so that makes me happy. And maybe,
I mean, if I see an opportunity, I
maybe,
do. That's for sure.
And maybe people would give you ideas, because we're stupid and we can't think of those very much.
That's true.
So,
Oh.
Viva the loser, but
Hey, I gotta give him a high five.
more
now.
like Viva the winner for gifting 4 subs.
Hey! Here, Viva, you're gonna have to high five me. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I'm hoping that you got that from the other side.
Oh, this king. He has also edited some of the podcasts for us in the past.
He has. That is
a
a fact.
King. No, I did not do it. He said immediately.
Okay.
I think it's about the high five, but I like to think it's about the podcast.
Disavow counter
Disavowed.
6.
Oh. Yeah, he left you hanging. All right, we got more questions we got to answer still.
I'm freaking pissed.
So podcast ad stream we did. How's Burn the Witch? Or are you guys waiting for the movie next week? I've read it all, but
I've only read the original one shot. I still have to get to it.
The original one yet, but
yeah.
But I really like it. I think it's cool. It's like I saw this was on Twitter, so I kind of stole my opinion from them. But like the action and the character designs and like all the like outfits, fashion, everything is super. It looks so good. I love it. But the actual story itself is, especially the last chapter, they just don't explain stuff, and they're just like, here's action. Look at it. It looks cool. And so I still enjoyed it. It's just kind of dumb fun.
That basically sums up Kubo.
Yeah.
In general.
So it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to add? Are you waiting for the movie?
I mean, I'm not gonna necessarily wait for the movie. I probably will read it in my downtime at some point soon. Because I definitely want to. It's not that like I was putting it off on purpose, but I guess the original one shot kind of left me a little like I wasn't a huge fan just because of the connection they tried to make with Bleach. I know you and I had talked about this off stream, and you still need to check it out yourself. But yeah, if you read the original one shot, you'll know what I'm talking about. That weird connection with Soul Society just is like that seems very shoehorned, but so I wasn't a fan of that. But otherwise, I thought it was just an enjoyable one shot. So I guess I'm excited to see what's coming, especially since they have announced that there will be more chapters too. It was originally just going to be the 4, but it's more. So we'll see. I'm sure we'll talk about that one I've read and one more's coming.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I think the character designs, the fights, everything looks cool. It surely looks cool. All right, next one. Codex1306 said, "Hey, Spooky, can I pick your mind one day about editing videos?"
Yes.
Okay. Hey, next question. Jimmy's said, "Spooky, when will you upload some more content on your second channel?" Hey, didn't you delete some videos on your second channel? Because I was looking for one in particular.
I did. I did.
For one in particular.
It's just because I forget why. I think it was because like there was a lot heavier like guidelines changing and whatnot, and I just didn't want to have. So like since I already had stuff on that channel, I just didn't want to get. It was let's just say it had something to do with finding the center of a lollipop. So just for the sake of not getting that channel like deleted or striked or community guidelines or whatever, I was like, you know what? I'll just private this.
I totally forgot about that, but I love it. Oh, it does say that. It does say it in the main thing. Actually, I'm stupid. In the main one, in chapter 1, I just looked for it. Burn the Witch. It does say it.
Say what?
About Soul Society? Yeah, West End or whatever.
Yeah, it's West fucking Branch. I'm like, why? Why? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to it, but yeah, that's dumb. That's stupid.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that at all.
But yeah, how many licks? Well, it's not 9, that's for sure. That's 3. Next question.
I'm upset.
Video and upload.
No.
No, not that. But instead of being it ending at 3, it just keeps going for like an hour.
Just new numbers every single time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See, here's the thing, right? I guess I would have to know if I could voice act that owl / turtle.
Well, you can
enough.
hire one on Fiverr.
Oh, that's
That'd
true.
be a funny video.
But I guarantee you there's people out there with videos of them actually licking to the center of a Tootsie Pop and seeing how many it would take.
Yeah, but that doesn't go for an hour. This would be an hour.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
How many licks?
I can't believe you made that video.
It was a good meme.
That was a great meme. That's my favorite video.
Are any of these an hour long?
My favorite video you've ever made.
I guess you're right. There isn't one that's an hour, so that's very disappointing. There's one that's 20 minutes. That's like a third of an hour.
Yeah, well, you need yours to be 3 times as long.
I'm fucking pissed.
Alright, enough of that. Next question, Codex1306 says, question for both of you. Cream corn soda or peanut butter and jam soda? It'd be
I never want to hear the word sweet corn soda again.
Peanut butter and jam soda.
Never
That's
again.
our answer.
I never want to think about sweet corn soda again. Sometimes I think about it and it just gives me nightmares.
Yeah, no, I hate it.
I feel my throat retch.
It's horrendous. I mean, it's not as bad as the mystery shop, but
Oh god, dude. I gotta be careful. I might puke just
that's
thinking about it, dude.
Man. That's just the perfect storm of like game and like challenge.
I wanted to stop after the first puke. I did. I really did.
That was my like the best game I had in that hat, I think.
I wanted to stop immediately. I remember that much.
Because I've beaten the impossible game.
Yeah,
You sure haven't.
I sucked at it.
If you're not,
Man, those.
if you don't know what we're talking about, it's Fighter Bite. It's on Too Spooky's
Yeah.
YouTube channel, so go find
It is. God, dude,
It's
that
like-
mystery shots.
Mystery
Oh,
shots. That was you
that was awful.
vomiting. Like that was
That's the video, just me
full-on
vomiting over and
that
over
whole
and
video,
over.
Because I didn't have to take like one, maybe one on accident.
I think you took a maximum of 2, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I did not take near as many.
I had to take like 6. It was awful.
Oh, it's so good. That was such a good time.
It was, but it also was the worst time ever.
Oh man, those are some classic.
I would have rather
videos.
drank sweet corn soda
I mean,
again.
At least it wasn't the freaking Battle Block Theater thing. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diet weed. I was gonna read your thing before, but you jumped the gun. So first, he donated
Oh
500
my
bits
goodness.
and said, "If I give you people 5,000 bits, would you come play Among Us?" I was gonna say, "I'll do that."
Well, I guess now we
And then
gotta.
the next thing he said, "I am willing to pay for friendships." And it's you don't have to pay for friendships, but he did and gave us 5,000 bits and said, "Well, I'll give you the bits either way." So now we have to play.
Frick. Yeah, we do.
All right. Speaking of Among Us, now that we're all caught up.
Oh, yes,
I think
yes.
it's kind of wacky how quickly Among Us took the scene away from. Oh my God! I'm gonna call the cops.
I'm gonna freak
I'm
out.
gonna call the cops.
All right, I gotta give the boys one.
Oh, this is
very
toxic.
on brand.
This is a toxic.
It was on
stream.
brand.
It is on brand.
This was just a toxic episode.
Langer gave us 3,999 bits, and Jimmy's also. So, are you gonna give him high fives or what?
I'm gonna have to
Oh, it
mail
is
them my
gentlemen.
severed
It
hand
is
to high
gentlemen.
five.
So, I'm gonna give him friggin' high five. High fucking five! And what? All right. But yeah.
Is that coming through? I was screeching right there. and I don't
No,
think
I
my
didn't hear
mic
that at
was
all.
picking
Thank God.
up. You'll have to hear it in the
Oh,
VOD.
well, I won't.
Thanks, Audacity.
You have to edit it, not me.
Well, yeah, but you can watch it afterwards
Yeah, well,
and get upset.
Why would I ever do that? Why would I ever
Yeah,
watch
it's-
this one again?
You're right. Did ya?
Out of any of them.
Did ya?
I'd watch the frickin' Axel Beats one again. That's one I have to
Good.
edit next.
Yeah,
So anyways,
I would too.
Among Us, the hit game,
Among Us.
totally swept over the world away from frickin' Fall Guys.
What, guys?
Exactly. Fall Guys was
Yeah.
was so popular for like a week, and then now Among Us is the big hit game.
It is.
So I looked it up on Steam, which is the only platform.
It's a thing.
I mean, I guess you can play Among Us on phones, but
You can.
but you can't play Fall Guys on a phone. So this was the most comparable
Dang it.
source, and
Yes.
Fall Guys has 37,000 people playing currently, and Among Us has 270,000 people playing currently.
Oh my goodness.
And so, like, what do you think it is about Among Us that, like, because it's almost a direct, like, stealing people from Fall Guys, basically.
If I had to, like, just, try and speak the appeal, I think it's more just like, it's a very simple game, but it's like a rebranding of games that have already existed, but in a new, effective, fresh way.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
a good
take
way
Town
to
of
say it.
Salem, right?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of the same concept, but, like, dumbed down.
Yeah.
Because Town of Salem is basically like, hey, there's bad people, you got to figure out who they are. But there's a bunch of different, like, sub-roles and, like, there's neutrals and all this other jazz. So that's basically just taking that concept, but making it interactive where you have to go around and, do things on the ship. So, like, it gives you opposite things you can do. Like, there's still a goal at hand. Instead of just finding the people, it's also winning via tasks. So it gives you, like, it keeps you stimulated by having things to do, even if you're dead.
Yeah.
But on top of that, too, like, I think it's definitely funnest playing with people or just, like, playing with other people that you can actually talk to. Because, like, then, basically, you get to just, use the art of deception on people. And if you're good at that, you're going to go far. If you're not, yikes.
And see...
It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think, like, what's interesting is, like, it's all a very similar trend as of, like, within the past 2 years, probably. It's like Fortnite's, like, I guess even you can go back to Minecraft almost. Like, Minecraft was huge, and then it died down, and there wasn't... I'm trying to think if there's anything, like, after Minecraft that picked up. Not really.
I mean, if you're not counting, like, the rise of, like, first person shooters too,
yeah, that
stuff
was
like
before,
that.
but that's not the same, like, cutesy gameplay that these
Oh yeah,
are.
you're right.
So there's Minecraft, then Fortnite, then Fall Guys, and I'm talking, like, just hugely popular, basically, right?
Yeah.
Fall Guys, and then Among Us took the stage from that.
Yeah.
And so I think it's just kind of interesting to me, like, how these trends come and go. Because I remember you said Fortnite was never going to die down. I remember that specifically.
Well, the way I, like, mean that is more like I don't think it's going to become a complete dead game. Like, it's still going to have a big player base is more what I meant. And it is still, like, it's still hanging on.
Yeah.
Like, there's still a lot of people playing it. And because it's like, I would say Fortnite is debatably more accessible now, like, especially for, like, younger people.
Yeah.
So I feel like, a bunch of kids are gonna keep that afloat for a long time, especially with, like, the amount of marketability it has. Like, I think the new season is all about like a bunch of Marvel characters and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, if they keep just partnering with, like, popular brands,
BTS is gonna partner with them.
that's
I don't know if people
kind
were
of
memeing.
bamboozling.
I don't know if people were memeing, but I saw it on Twitter. And I saw it.
But even then, like, they're playing the game right. If like, with that marketing, right? Because if they know they're declining, the best thing they can do is just, like, get all these other popular things to keep endorsing them, and they'll stay afloat for a while, I think. Plus, if they find new ways to innovate it later on down the line, like, who knows? Maybe it could, like, come back even, like, take a huge comeback. That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to become, like, a dead game
because,
for at least a couple more years.
Yeah, because and that's fair, but it's definitely died. Like, I guess we were playing a game of, like, words, because I was saying it was not going to be as popular as it was all the time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I must have just misunderstood.
Yeah, and I didn't take yours that way either, but, like, yeah, because even with Minecraft, like, that died down, but it's still super popular, even though its, like, second run died down again already.
Yeah.
But I guess along the lines of these games, like, one thing that I found out is that I really prefer single-player games over multiplayer games. And I think I just, like, when I'm playing a video game, I just like a story more than, like, the actual gameplay or the act of it. And so, like, even when I'm playing games with friends, like, it's fun to hang out with friends, but I think I'd rather do something, like, IRL with them instead of a game.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a game, I want to do something kind of, like, story-based, right? Because when I'm playing
you want
games,
it to be more of an experience.
Yeah, when I'm playing games with friends, it's like, I don't know, like, any multiplayer game to me always seems really repetitive.
Yeah. I guess for me personally, since I'm more on I enjoy multiplayer games a lot more these days, it's hard. I think there's a lot of factors, but I think the two main ones are that, like, take just the state of the world right now into consideration. Like, there's a lot of people we know, and there's a lot of people we're friends with in terms of, like, we could technically still go see them, but because of the way things are right now, it's a lot safer to just, stay home for one.
Yeah.
So you still get to have those, like, those experiences with your friends that but, like, it like, you get to, it's a kind of like its own get together in a way.
Yeah,
where, like,
absolutely.
you can still, like, interact and everything, but also like plenty of people that like, like people that live out of the country or just like, they're far away. Like it's a good way to also have those bonding experiences with them. And plus it's like also a fun way that, you get to meet new people a lot of times too. Cause somebody knows somebody, brings them in, then you get to know that somebody, and it's just a fun experience most of the time for that. But two, I guess something that, for me, for some reason, I think like repetition is just like something I gravitate towards when it comes to games. I don't know why. It's just like a lot of games that I have seen myself playing a lot are very repetitive. Like take it like RuneScape, for instance. No matter what, like there's a million things you can do, but at the end of the day, it involves a lot of doing the same stuff.
A lot of clicking. Like
yeah, a lot of clicking. And like if you like, let's say you wanted to get a 99, right, dude? You're gonna have to click and do the same exact task over and over and over and over, probably thousands of times,
you're clicking
if not more.
Days, baby.
Yeah, and then like take the games like Fortnite, right? It's like, every single experience in game is like a little bit different, but at the end of the day, you're getting loot and you're trying to kill people. That's at the end of the day, that's the task. I would say like you can definitely mix it up, like when they added custom games and stuff like that, or if you just want to goof around, there's still plenty of other things you can do in there. But at the end of the day, like it is the repetitive nature. And like, I played a ton of Modern Warfare 3 and just Call of Duties in general. And like those are super repetitive, but it's like, I don't know, there's just like a rush you get in like those, like when you get rewarded for something in those games, that I feel just like that dopamine rush just does something to me. I don't know how to explain it. It's like in Call of Duty, you just like go off, you kill like 20 people and you don't die. And it's like, bro, I want that feeling back.
Yeah.
And you just keep playing to try and get it. And that can be applied to anything. Like, got addicted to like Apex Legends for a long time. That's the same type of deal. You grab guns and you kill people. But every so often, like I think it's the experience of, bonding with those other people, having conversations while you're doing it, and then also like the moments where you're doing really good. It just all mixes together for just like a really fun night. And I feel like that also applies to things like Fall Guys, like Among Us, where it's just like, it's a very fun time. You can get plenty of memories and stuff out of it. But at the end of the day, it is a repetitive experience, and that's the kind of thing that doesn't bother me, more or less.
Yeah, and I think that makes sense, because it's not, like, repetitive conversations and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, but, like, within Among Us, there's only a certain number of, mini-games, for example, when you're a crewmate. And so, like, no matter what happens in the conversation, that's, like, those mini-games are kind of the basis of the game. And, like, I saw an interesting, like, tweet or something, where it said you could play tag, and so there's, like, no meetings, no voting, but the killer tries to tag everyone, and you want to complete the tasks without dying. But, like, no voting or anything like that, just that, which I thought was interesting.
How would you tag them, though? Like, oh, okay.
And so, like, even when you're a ghost there, it's, like, part of it's kind of, like, just hiding. Which I thought was an interesting thing. And that's kind of the thing that I like about multiplayer games, is putting my own, like, dumb spin on it. Like, when I was playing Among Us the other day on stream, I wasn't playing with anyone. I just went and typed and asked really stupid questions. And happened to be in a lobby with really dumb rules, too. So, like, for example, you could call the emergency meetings all the times, and you could call 3 of them, and they would last so fucking long. So to me, that's funny, because I'm getting a reaction out of people.
Well, like, I think that's another thing too. What I was trying to say earlier is, like, when you can also mix it up too.
Yeah.
Like, when I was going back to, like, Fortnite, for instance, like, in that game, like, you have the ability to do, like, a million different dances, right? And, like, you can do really stupid stuff with that. Like, I remember there's games where, like, we would all just hide in a bush the entire time, and as soon as someone runs up, we all just jump them, and it's just, like, it's so stupid and funny to watch it happen, because the guy is always just so confused. And, like, there's been times when we would just, like, try and, like, befriend other people in the lobby, and then they're just hanging out with you the whole time. Just dumb stuff like that is always fun. And, like, I remember there was a time we just T-posed a kid into a corner, and he couldn't do anything. And I don't know, it's just, you mix it up. You make dumb stuff happen.
Yeah.
and it can just enhance the experience if you're feeling a little stale.
Yeah, and I'm not the most creative person. I'm the first person to say that. So like, when it comes to making my own fun in games, I suck. Even like Skyrim, I'm awful with, because there's too much to do that I can't like fucking focus. Like I need a specific story and specific things to follow for me to do to really enjoy a game. And like Persona, one of my favorite game series, like you don't have to follow that, but it is there as well. So that's kind of like, that's the medium that I really like, is where there's a lot of choices that matter, but there's not any but there is still a specific guideline to go to.
Yeah, I get that too. I guess like another game type that can like fall into this though, this conversation, is like, think of also like how often I played Mortal Kombat, right? Like at the end of the day, like, you know, you can change characters for a completely different like play experience each time. But at the end of the day, it's literally just, hey, I'm gonna kill you.
And you're just
like that's the goal.
Like series of buttons.
Yeah. Like you can try all these other different types, but at the end of the day, you're still gonna, you know, gravitate towards only so many. And I feel like it's a super repetitive experience, but it's still like, you know, every fight can still be different, and there's something. Especially, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's more like,
I know it's.
I feel like, a part of it is just like games like Mortal Kombat or games like Apex Legends. I feel like, you know, I'm obviously not like the best player in the world, but I feel like I'm slightly above average. Yeah, like slightly above average, to the point where like I can do very good a good amount of the time. So it also is just kind of like a rewarding experience too, because you feel like you can accomplish something in a way.
Yeah. But I think you can get that with, that's what I get in single player games. Is like when I beat a hard boss in Persona or something.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, fuck yeah, finally.
Yeah, I definitely don't think like I think most of the time you're able to get more out of a single player game in terms of like taking something away from it. But I feel like multiplayer games are better for like, you know, those bonding experiences and also just general relaxing fun.
Yeah, I think you can.
That's how I would probably label.
I think you can have relaxing fun with single player games too, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I guess it just depends on what the game is, more or less. Because I feel like a lot of times, like when because like I kind of picture a lot of single player games more just like an interactive movie most of the time.
Yeah, you can say
so that. And I feel like when it comes to like, you know, am I going to sit down and play a game or watch a movie? I'd rather just not interact.
I think we're kind of like broad scope, and we're both doing this, so like I just want to put it out there. It's like single player games, we're talking like story based games more so than like, because like I don't know, Contra or like Galaga or whatever, or like Pac-Man, like those aren't interactive movies by any means. But what we're talking about are like the RPGs, the ones with lots of cutscenes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so
100%.
Like, I don't know. And a lot of the games I really like are the like choices matter games. Like I played the Detroit Become Human demo on Steam, and I fucking loved it. That was so cool to me, because there's like anything you can like, you can just do anything you want. It's really cool.
Yeah,
and so like,
and you can it affects how the game plays too.
And that's something I really like. I played this new game that I'm like addicted to called Pendragon, and it's so weird. It's such a weird experience. It's kind of like Fire Emblem. Like I know you've played that briefly, but like, so it's a strategy game like that, but you don't have to fight ever. You can just talk your way through stuff and then just walk around the battlefield. And so you either get like, and anytime you want to fight, you can fight and stop the conversation. And so that's super bizarre. It's super unique. I like it a lot, though. I think it's really cool.
Very interesting.
Yeah, but like basically, what I wanted to get out of that topic was like, we both have different interests in games, and I think video games in general have a lot of different draws to them. And I thought our conversation here would be a good way to look at that. And I think, I mean, both of us fumbled over our words, which I definitely did. I didn't think we would have so much trouble explaining why we like the video games we like, but we did. But
yeah, I think it's good to reflect on those things sometimes, though. Like, why do I like what I like? It's good to try and put it into words.
Which one's worse or better? It's like
no,
because I definitely play multiplayer games and like enjoy them.
I definitely play single player games.
I just play more single player than multiplayer.
Yeah, it's more a preference than like, because I don't think anyone could ever argue which is better.
Yes.
I don't think there is an answer.
No.
Like they're both just as good in their own ways
Yeah, I
most of the time.
agree.
It was bizarre.
Yeah. All right. We got a bunch of questions asked again.
Oh.
So, Spooky, what kind of content will you upload to the Two Spookster channel?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, that's
I've played around with a lot of. I was gonna do stuff on it, but then I decided like it was mainly originally just gonna be like just low tier type of content that I'm already doing, just like very low effort. But then I decided not to, and then I've debated if I want to just make it like a dedicated different type of like genre of content, but I haven't just fully decided on anything because I don't really have the time at the moment.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
Yeah, and if I were to hire an editor, I would want to make sure like I know what I'm gonna do there first, so I haven't decided. So it's a work in progress.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. And
yeah.
I think I'm gonna upload freaking pornography to that channel. So, anyways, next one. Spooks, when's the next Monopoly stream?
It depends on who I'm playing with. Because if it's with Viva and Jordan, the answer is never.
What? All right, I need the context behind that, please. Why do you hate Jordan?
He cheated. They both cheated.
Oh, I do know this.
They both cheated really hard.
They gave each other's property, right?
They would have bankrupt on me, but they decided to trade their stuff away and then bankrupt. That's cheating.
Yeah, that is cheating. That's
in my eyes.
That's definitely cheating.
Like, it's one thing if you want to trade it all away and then roll. Like, you know, you don't know the outcome yet. But if you have already lost and then you decide, you know what, I'm gonna do this, cheating.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I'll say it. Cheating.
I've never heard such a brave stance before, but so brave and so
hey,
true.
You know what? Sometimes you got to stand for what you believe in.
Right.
The truth hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Moral high ground.
Perfect. So, what's your least favorite book you've completely read? Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Least favorite
oh boy.
book that I've completely read? Fucking, oh my god. Some dumb book I read in college. I don't know. Let me go look. Okay. This isn't one I've completely read, but I'm gonna fucking say it because I fucking hate this book. It's called like Borderlands or something, and it's super like it's about something super interesting. But no, oh my god. Well, it's something like not related to the Borderlands like games. It's about being biracial, which was interesting. But it's entirely theoretical and makes no goddamn sense when you're fucking like 20 years old and a white male. And so like it was just too far beyond the reading comprehension of college students. Like, you need to be very in depth with like racial theory to understand that book, and college students are not. English major college students, as good as they are at reading, they're not that good at reading. So I had no fucking clue what was going on at all. No! Okay, never mind. I remember. So that one was just kind of stupid. But 100 Years of Solitude is the worst book I've ever read. Hate
Can you please explain why?
So it deals with a lot of controversial themes, but it deals with them in great detail, and it's just really uncomfortable. And not only is it uncomfortable, it's fucking boring. So, like, for example, there is, like, father-daughter incest, okay? Like...
Oh, wow, that's a banger.
Yeah, not great. Oh, there it is, 100 Years of Solitude. And not only does that exist, but it's talked about in fucking blocks of text. Like, huge blocks of text that are just so boring to get through. Oh, it sucks. I hate it. There are also parts...
Yikes.
And it's called, like, magical realism is the genre. And so there are points in it where people just get, like, fucking abducted and out of the world for no reason. Like, I hate it. It's so bad. Anyways,
Jesus.
What's the worst book you've ever read?
I was trying to sit here and think about it, because, like, I'm trying to think back to, like, you know, books I've read in school, just books I've read on my own. And I think the conclusion I've brought to is an experience I had with one of the a series of Unfortunate Events books.
Oh, really?
I definitely did not read that whole series, but I remember one of them specifically.
Oh, I love those
I just
books.
had, like, such a bad time. And it's for one specific reason, because I got in trouble.
Ooh.
So let me tell you.
Yeah.
So basically, I I don't remember which book it was. It had to have been one of the first 5. I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess. So basically, there's like 2 whole pages of the word never and nothing else.
I love it.
And back in the day, don't remember if I was in trouble or I just had to do this for some reason. But my stepmom, she used to be like, hey, if you're getting in trouble, you have to read aloud for this amount of time or this many pages or whatever. And I just remember, like, I was sitting at the freaking kitchen table. I was reading that book out loud, and I came to those 2 pages, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to be petty, and I'm going to read every single never. And I got fucking grounded. Because she thought I was fucking lying. I was like, no, dude, look at the page. Look at it. It's right there. But she just said, oh, you could have just skipped over it, and I got in trouble. So that was my bad experience. I did complete that book, though, and I just remember that experience in particular.
Oh,
Otherwise, from, like, recent memory of something I've read that I was like, that wasn't that great. It's not a book, but it's a manga. It was called The Neighbor Number 13, and it just wasn't that good. It was very mediocre.
Okay.
Just the worst one I can think of I've read in a long time. There you go.
Oh my god. I read
That's
some
my
weird
answer.
play about in the same class that I read the fucking biracial theory book, we read a play. It was something like Saints and Sinners or something weird. But it was about a priest who violated a woman with no arms or legs. So that was also in that same class.
Oh.
Very weird.
Wow.
If anyone knows that, please tell me the actual title, because it's fucking bizarro.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, have you read The Pearl? I haven't. Have you?
I don't know what that is.
Well, that's another question we got redeemed, so no. The answer is for both of us.
F.
Have you ever seen Monogatari?
Negative.
Me neither. So that's also answered.
I've heard it's good. I don't know anything about it though.
Yeah, will I watch it?
Sorry.
Maybe.
I think there's like a lot of Gothary series. Like it's a huge string of just different things, or they're the same thing, and I don't know. I'm not educated enough to know. I'll say that.
And really cool.
Me too. Hey.
And have a lot of friends. All right.
Got a couple.
What? Okay. I just looked at our notes for this, and by Among Us, you wrote, and I quote, multiplayer sucks. In all caps.
I told you that. I said all caps when I wrote it.
You think I pay attention?
Well, now I know you
Yeah,
don't.
well,
and that's
you should.
upsetting.
Another redeemed question. Have you read Metamorphosis all the way through? No. I've never heard of Metamorphosis. I'm assuming from the chat it's by this Gabriel Garcia Marquez, who wrote 100 Years of Solitude.
Well, dang.
So, no, I haven't read it at all.
I'm a punk.
And apparently he was interviewed by Joey the Anime Man?
Oh.
Is that Metamorphosis? No. I guess maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Someone needs to explain that to me. Hennyways, it's extremely cursed. Cool. Okay. Well, there's some new manga chapters we read eventually. It's a hentai and it's cursed. Okay,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad that I'm glad neither of us knew anything about that.
Yeah. Me too.
Anyways,
I'm proud.
Cool. So, yeah, One Piece. Oh my goodness. Some guy, 9393, redeemed a question. Said least favorite One Piece arc.
Ooh.
If you say Fox,
the Davy
don't
back.
you
The
say
Davy
it.
back. Foxy.
Why?
Fuck 'em.
Why would you say it?
Because it is the worst.
Why would you
I mean, if I had... Okay.
Why would you say things
Out of all of
that are
One Piece
incorrect?
arcs, out of all of One Piece arcs, the 3 that I think of that I'm just like, those could have been better. Actually, the 4. The 4 that I think of that
well,
I'm like,
his
okay.
least favorite.
Well, yeah. I would say my least favorite is definitely the Foxy part.
Okay, well, why are you
Easy.
bringing up 4?
Well, because I can think of other One Piece arcs that are just, like, mediocre in the grand scheme of things.
Okay.
Like, they still have redeeming moments, for sure, but, like, they are some of the lesser arcs, in my opinion. But the Davy back one, no, get that out of here, please.
I would say,
Gone.
I mean, I never even read Sky Island because you told me I could skip it and nothing happens.
Yeah, that's another one. That's in my 4.
I guess that'd be my least favorite because I never read it.
I feel like nothing even comes out of it other than just like they were in the sky and Usopp's got sand dials now.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, did he ever, I don't know that he even used those very much.
I mean, he did in
He
Water
did
7 like
use
once
them.
or twice.
No, I remember that because I was like, where are these?
But after that, no.
Yeah, I didn't read Sky Island. I skipped it because it's too spooky. So
when I was watching it, I had such a hard time getting through it. I had such a hard time.
So, yeah, if anyone's mad, please blame him.
Yeah. I would say you don't have to skip it now, just read it.
Yeah.
I just wasn't educated enough back then to know that.
Yeah, I might go back and read it eventually, but not for a while.
Yeah.
I just read from Tommy Rose. Hi, I just wanted to say whoever screamed before the episode started made me jump, but I almost drove off the side of the highway.
Well, I think that was you. I may have screamed as well, but I know you did it more than I did.
That happened. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're safe and able to complain.
You just almost committed vehicular manslaughter from your computer chair.
Now listen here. Almost committing vehicular manslaughter and not committing vehicular manslaughter are the same thing.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, see? So, you gotta check your verbiage, young man. Anyways, I think we had another question. I might be wrong. Oh yeah, Oompi Loompi. Have you ever watched Noragami, even though it's slept on, so I doubt it. No?
Isn't that the one with the guy who's like a god or something?
Another porno?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I know what it is, I think, but I haven't seen it.
I haven't read it or seen it, so we suck.
I'm disappointed in me too, Diet Weed.
Dude, we suck. Anyways.
Yeah.
So my hero was really cool.
Yeah.
It's a guy who's a god, is what Oompi Loompi said for redeeming a question answered. That's not a question, so, eat shit.
Got him.
I don't
should
like...
should we refund him?
I don't like...
You know what? I'm not gonna. Sorry, Oompi Loompi.
I was about to
Sorry.
But I don't like...
Why is it a question? You did that, not me.
Yeah,
Don't look at us.
Now I'm just confused. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up that. I'm giving it back to him.
Yeah, okay.
I was about to do something that I was going to regret immediately, so I didn't. But, anyways, I was going to refund everyone so they all got their 1,000 points back.
Oh,
so they
my
would be
God.
here another hour.
I'd be free.
There definitely would be no Among Us if we had to do that.
That's very true.
But, anyways, so my hero had some pretty cool stuff happen lately.
Yeah,
I thought
Deku's
so.
floating.
Deku's floating. He learned how to float by being touched by a girl.
Bakugo's being a better boy.
Bakugo's being a good boy. And, frickin' Gran Torino. My mans. Did you read the most recent one?
I read the one that, like, not the one that supposedly is going to come out today, but the one
okay.
before that.
Yeah.
I saw that he was still alive.
Gran Torino's around.
Yeah, I thought he was big.
Did you see
punked.
him talk to the last girl? The other one for all, or all for one, whatever. The one that
his
the
like
girly,
mentor?
yeah.
Shimura?
Yes.
Nana, that's
yeah,
her name.
Did you see them talk?
I think so. Yeah, I had to have.
Are you sure?
I must have. I'm caught up. I read the latest chapter, so like I've seen
the one today.
No.
Okay.
The one that was last Sunday.
Perplexed. Okay. All right. I believe you. I believed you to begin with. Maybe I just thought I read a more recent one than I did.
I mean, I feel like that happened a couple chapters ago. It wasn't like the latest one. Because the latest one that I read was like All Might was talking to Bakugo a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And Uraraka was there.
Yeah. Never mind. Okay. Nope. I definitely read the new one. I definitely read the new one then. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I just went and looked at the Shonen Jump app. But yeah, she talks to Gran Torino a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, so
that's F.
I like this arc a lot. I think.
Oh, this arc's bamboozling.
I would say, as of right now, I like My Hero better than Naruto.
Ooh, I feel like it's getting there for me.
I just like.
And I feel like
I think I just like superheroes and that idea better than like ninjas.
Ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that might be
that's fair.
That might be a personal thing, but I think regarding like the philosophies within it, like for example, look at Stain. I think that's a cooler villain than I would say even Orochimaru, but like I don't know. To me, Stain is one of the best manga villains like around.
Yeah, I could agree with that for sure. I feel like Naruto's equivalent would probably be something like Pain, maybe. Like, obviously, that's on a much more grander scale.
Good.
But
That's
I
true.
feel like he had good philosophies behind that whole arc.
Pain was one of my favorites, yeah. I'll definitely concede that. I think Pain was probably is up there too. Stain and Pain.
I just think that like My Hero's getting a lot of unnecessary like slander the past couple like the last year. People have just been slandering it for no reason.
That's what Naruto got back when it was popular too, though.
I just don't know why. I think it's just because it's popular. Honestly, I think that's what it is. I know that you hear that and you're like, hey, I need to change my opinion, but I don't know if it's just the anime only watchers or what, because like people are just I don't know. I think it's like a peak shonen right now.
Yeah,
a peak shonen.
Yeah, if you're reading it and you're hating on it, then you don't know how to read.
Read it. You're not reading what I'm reading.
You don't know how to read. Period. Point blank. That's on period.
I know a lot of the slander comes just from Deku in particular.
Deku.
There's like, he's whiny and a crybaby.
Deku is...
He didn't deserve that power.
Oh,
I should have been Mirio.
I have seen a lot of that, actually.
I just think it's so unnecessary.
I mean...
And, like, pointless.
There's very few... Okay. Out of shonen protagonists, there's whiny, there's sad, and there's just edgy. And there's not much else.
Well, there's also loud and dumb.
Loud and dumb.
Don't forget those.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's you can replace fucking sad with that one. Because I can't think of any sad ones. I guess I was thinking Naruto when I said sad, but no, he's loud and dumb.
He has a sad side, but he's definitely more loud and dumb in the beginning.
You're right.
It takes him a long time to be less loud and dumb.
Yeah, and like I think that I don't know. I whatever. We don't even get that much of Mirio. We probably think he's annoying if we saw him when he was like Deku. And also, Mirio had a quirk, so shut up. What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I just feel like he's a decent like protagonist, right? He serves his purpose for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
you can understand everything about him.
People I don't like. There's things I don't like about him, but.
Well, yeah, but for sure. But I don't think those criticisms are ever enough to be like, oh, bad protagonist, get him out of here.
I don't think he's a bad protagonist at all.
Not at all.
I disagree. I disavow, in fact.
Oh, another one. Got him.
Oh. But yeah.
I think it's great right now. Very great. Lots going on. A lot of big stakes.
No.
Rabbit waifu must survive.
Oh, Miruko. Oh, Miruko. Yep. And Mount Lei. I like, oh my god, what's her name?
Mount Lei's also
got
to survive.
The whip.
Oh, Midnight.
Yeah,
She's best girl.
She is. Yeah,
Midnight's my top tier. Number one.
She is best girl.
Midnight is my number one. No question about it.
Period.
Yeah, I guess you're right. She better survive too. Otherwise, I'm gonna be really sad. I might drop the manga if she dies.
She dies. Get me out of here. Let me go.
I'll go read. I'll go read the prequel one about the vigilantes because I know she's in that.
Read the doujin.
Oh, there. Okay.
That's what I thought you were going for, but.
Well, I wasn't, but I guess that's an option.
I think what I like about My Hero more than Naruto is that the villains are more fleshed out, I think, and they're more believable.
I would say, in a lot of ways, I feel like right now they're on par. I'd say like, it definitely varies because Naruto has a lot of like throwaway villains for sure, but I feel like they also have a lot of really good ones.
I'd say Madara's
like you could
good.
take a.
Madara's good. I'd say Orochimaru's good. You don't like
Madara? Is one of my least favorite.
What? What?
I think Madara is a very cool character, but I feel like his the reason why he does everything is really like poop.
I can see that.
He's just at the end of the day, he's just a sore loser.
Okay, I can see that because like I think his powers and like what he does is cool.
Oh, like he's cool. He's very cool.
Right.
But I feel like obviously you gotta you gotta take into account like the environment he was raised in, obviously, like from the first like early stages of the ninja war and whatnot. All those things, like I get why he's the way he is, but at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, everything got solved, right? And this guy's just like, you know what? Frick the Senju, dude. Frick the village. I'm out of this bitch. I lost. I'm whiny. But in terms of like everything he can do and like what he is as a character, very cool. But his reasonings, no. Disavow.
Okay.
But
I gotta point
I
out
feel like
like
here.
Akatsuki was a better villain group than the League of Villains. I don't.
I think they're more iconic
I would.
at this
I
point.
mean, yeah. Okay, that's fair.
But you got to give,
You gotta give
My Hero some time.
To understand who all of them are, because I'd say you could put Shigaraki's backstory against any Akatsuki besides Pain, maybe. And
Shigaraki was a slow burn.
But it was good.
It took him a while.
Once he got there.
Oh yeah, that's the development though. That's what I'm saying. Like, in the beginning, he's just like, I just want to break everything, and now he's like, he's figuring out why he wants to break everything, and that's what's important.
And the fucking
twice,
the fucking
man.
Phantom smoke guy, that was cool. I liked his backstory.
Yeah. Oh man. I feel like there's just like they both have very good villains, and there's a couple in there that are like. I would say that in general, My Hero probably has more like solid villains all throughout. Like Gentle's a good one.
Oh, Gentle's
he's like a good standalone.
Yeah.
He's a really good one.
That's a unique one too, I'd say.
Yeah.
He's pretty unique.
I would feel like I still need more time with like the Re-Destro people.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
the I forget what they're called. It's like
something.
something.
Yeah, like the power reclamation, whatever.
Yeah, whatever their name is now, I forget it, but I need to give them some more time before I really decide, because they're just kind of there. I feel like in Naruto's case, you could pick standouts like Zabuza from the early ones. You could pick out Itachi for a while. He was a really good one. I mean, obviously that goes back to the Akatsuki, but I feel like as like a villain character, that goes a long way.
And I think, oh my god, is it Sasori? Who's the one that you were going to cosplay as?
Sasori. I like him a lot.
I think his backstory was really good. And his puppets, yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Basically, all the Akatsuki members had something going for them, except like Zetsu, honestly. Every single one of them besides Zetsu had something.
I'd forgotten Zetsu existed.
That's a bad villain right there. I'm trying to think of other Naruto villains. I guess Danzo is a pretty effective one.
Who is Danzo?
For, like, he's the guy, he was like the... I don't know what his position was necessarily offhand, but he was like the guy who had all the Sharingans on his arm. Because he took them all. He helped orchestrate the Uchiha massacre, basically.
I would have never remembered that person existed.
He played a pretty big part in Shippuden, and I feel just like he was such a jerk off.
I see the brace that he had on. I remember that, but like you could ask me any question about him just by saying his name. I would have no idea.
That's fair.
But I think Orochimaru is pretty good, and Kabuto, I like him a lot.
Yeah, Kabuto got I feel like his development later was definitely what did it for me. For Orochimaru, I just feel like he got kind of shafted.
He did. Oh, like, absolutely. But I would say like
he was super effective in the beginning, and then it's just like
Naruto,
nah.
Him as a villain.
Oh yeah. Also Gaara. How can I forget Gaara? Gaara was peak villain for a while.
Gaara's more like though anti-hero.
Well, like
I guess
it's basically like a bad guy turning good.
Yeah, you're right.
Is what it is. He switches sides.
Rock Lee pretty bad.
Well, like he walked in and he just wanted to murder people.
Yeah.
Because like he didn't have any friends, basically.
And he was edgy.
And then he made a friend, and then he became the Kazekage.
I liked
Sorry.
him a lot. Yeah. Okay.
He was my favorite for a long time.
I would put him versus Rock Lee as a battle up to anything really.
Yeah, top tier, toppest of tier.
What was Zabuza's like girlfriend or like boy
Haku.
girlfriend? Yeah.
His what do they call those? Fuck, I don't even want to say it.
Femboys.
Yeah.
Femboy.
Trap.
Femboy.
That's what I was looking for. Femboy. His femboy. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. The femboy. But yeah, that like they were best villains in early Naruto. At least like the first however many chapters.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, then it switches to Orochimaru and Gaara. And I think they kind of hold that for a while. Then it's Itachi.
And then it's Itachi for a
And then it's the Akatsuki.
Yeah.
And yeah. My Hero's got like I think their villains they have the potential to reach those levels. I think you just need to give it time.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue they're close to it already, but yeah, you're right. They do need time to develop and stuff too.
I think they're just a little more consistent is what I would say off the bat. Is they seem like they're more consistently good villains. Which I appreciate. And I guess we'll have to see if everybody dies.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's what's going to happen this arc. We did have, before we go to our next thing, thoughts on the Baki manga from Oomphy Lumpy.
Viva's told me a lot about it, and I'm intrigued, but I haven't looked into it yet.
Into it at all.
It sounds like JoJo levels, like weird.
Like weird? Oh, okay.
Like off the walls. We'll put it that
Uh-huh.
way. From his description.
Okay. Cool. And then
Yeah.
One Piece was cool.
Yeah. I know there's a new chapter coming out today that I haven't read.
Yeah, I didn't read
but,
that yet.
X Drake, he's like,
Ooh.
hey, I want to
He
help.
wants to be a good boy.
I can't tell you why. I want to be, all because of Kobe. We got this. Thanks, Kobe.
I thought that was cool. I like Kobe's character now.
I like him now. I hated him back then.
Yeah,
I just thought he was really.
when you first get him, he's super annoying. Like when he first shows up. But
Yeah.
he's okay.
But I like that he's upgraded.
Yeah, he became a good boy.
Oh, wait a minute, but he did fight Boa Hancock though, so that might be
fuck him! Get him out of here!
might be a demotion.
Die! Get him out of here now! All right, but yeah.
Other than that,
I like
like
that Luffy's like, hey, let me fuck up Kaido. You guys deal with everything else, but I got Kaido.
Yep.
He's mine, and that's gonna
Yep.
be a sweet fight.
all the Zoro's gonna kill Kaido people are crying right
They're
now.
pissed. Yeah, they're mad.
They're crying.
I think it's gonna be better than Doflamingo versus Luffy.
Oh, I think so
I've
too.
got
As
high
long I would be surprised.
But I liked that battle a lot. I thought it was cool.
The Dressrosa is my favorite time skip arc
Dressrosa
by
is
far.
Yeah.
By far.
I was gonna like say my best, but then I was like, nope, Marineford exists. Never mind. Can't say that. Gotta understand.
There's a lot of top tier One Piece arcs, but I feel like my personal guilty pleasure, regardless of everything, is Dressrosa. That's all I gotta say.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
So I just really liked it. I think there was a lot going on, and they put it all together very well. Like it's like I think the longest arc.
I would say yeah.
In the manga.
And I love tournament arcs. I fucking love tournament arcs.
And they incorporated that in a fun way.
It was unique. Yeah, it wasn't a usual tournament arc. It was different, and it was cool. And Luffy didn't win it, which usually a tournament arc, the main character wins. He didn't.
Yeah, I just felt like they had so much going on, yet it was still very concise, and like all the plot threads they were setting up had a conclusion, or they continued on to the next arc.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I just felt like it was overall just a super good one, and like obviously Doflamingo, top tier villain, a lot of good backstories in there.
Super good, yeah. Oh, and the backstories, even fucking
Senior Pink.
God damn it! I can't believe I liked him so much, but he was cool.
Yeah, it was great, and I have high hopes for either Wano to reach those levels or whatever comes directly after Wano, because I'm pretty sure recently he made a statement that like the next arc is going to be where this apparently beats the shit out of Marineford war is happening. It's after this arc.
Okay.
So
maybe not directly.
So I'm shook.
After, though.
True.
Like,
I don't know what's going to be in between, but
myself and Lowly on the Manga Club podcast talked about how Lowly said that he usually goes from like hype arc and then he's got a cool down like smaller arc, and then
that's
super
true.
Hype arc. So because we're also gonna have to go to the land Elbaf.
We're
gonna have to go to Elbaf still.
I'm just like so shook at what's gonna happen because I feel like at some point, but probably like I imagine what's probably gonna happen is I don't know if they're necessarily going to kill Kaido this arc. I don't know if like what's gonna happen is maybe they like have to leave
Like
for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Kaido and Big Mom follow.
Because you don't feel like Luffy is strong enough to beat a Yonko yet, because he didn't beat Big Mom.
Oh yeah, and even like the unkillable one in that matter. Like
yeah.
And then also we don't know what Blackbeard's up to. He could show up. Like the Marines, they could show up. Frickin' Shanks, he's just chilling somewhere.
Someone, and then they never showed us what happened yet.
Yeah, so like I feel like all those pieces.
That was very weird.
Yeah, like all these pieces are gonna come together, and it's like maybe it's just literally gonna be everyone's there, everyone's getting wrecked.
I feel bad
like
for
I don't know.
Who haven't read One Piece. I just feel bad for him.
I do too. Luke and James. What?
Both
Who?
of them. We need Foxy to join his crew, and then Luffy will be the Pirate King. Yeah.
Hey, can we please ban some guy
That's
from
true.
ever speaking in here again?
Langert 2 redeemed a question and said, "Who's our favorite waifu?"
Nico Robin.
Yeah, that was quick. Juvia.
She's in my top 3.
There you go.
Maybe number 2.
There we go.
Even.
Boom.
Easy.
That was a much easier question than it probably should have been.
Easy.
Because I wouldn't put Nico Robin in my top 5, but I'd
I
say
mean, she's my number one.
I would say she's my favorite One Piece girl.
I agree.
Well,
That's all I
agree.
need. That's all I need to hear.
Like, nah, actually, I like Nami better. So
No, that's the wrong
that
answer.
is the wrong answer. Even
You can put Nami in your top 5. I'll accept that. Not number 1. Never.
top 5 One Piece girls.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be willing. Like, if somebody legitimately thought that, I would at least understand.
I like Vivi better than Nami.
I would understand that too.
There you go. Now people get mad.
I just feel like, personality-wise, Nami would just screw over everybody. Like, if you wanted them to be your legit waifu.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like she'd just be hard to deal with. She'd just be really hard to deal
I'm
with.
uncomfortable.
That's all I'm saying.
I like Big Mom better than Robin. Someone said I'm upset.
Oh, well, disavow counter?
Disavow. Oh. Woo-wee. Also, Perona also exists.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was your number 1.
Cute. My number 1 waifu?
In One Piece.
In One Piece?
I mean, I know you argue with me about Perona before. I don't remember what exactly we did.
I would say I like Perona better than Vivi. I just said I like Vivi better than Nami. I didn't say she was my favorite girl.
I
I would
gotcha.
have to look back. There's a lot of One Piece girls I'd have to look at.
There
to
is.
Really consider.
Yeah.
But Perona's up there. I like her a lot.
She's grown on
Do you
me.
think Nakama's gonna die
No.
in One Piece? Not in this
No.
arc, but just in general.
No.
Are you just being in denial, or do you really not think so?
I don't think so. I can't think of which one it would be. That would make the most sense.
Sanji.
Like, it'd be kind of stupid for them. Well, I mean, with everything that happens to Sanji, I guess I wouldn't be surprised. He always gets the short end of the stick.
One I would expect it from.
I just think it would be dumb for them to incorporate Jinbei just to murder him right off the bat. I think that would be a little short-sighted.
I'm not even saying Jinbei, you hooligan.
No, I'm just trying to think of... you don't mean a crew member?
I do mean a crew member, but I didn't say Jinbei.
No, I was just trying to, I was
I
formulating
agree.
my own
Okay,
thoughts.
got it.
I was just formulating my own thoughts. I was trying to just
through
saying,
them all. Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
Or Usopp. I could see it being Usopp, too. Like, the ultimate act of sacrifice for his friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely could see that.
I could see that more than most. If anything, I think it would be Luffy that dies. More than any other crew member.
I could see that, too. I'm not saying I want any of these deaths to happen. I'm just curious. What did you do?
I didn't do nothing.
I just heard a boop-a-doop notification noise.
Oh, that wasn't me.
That's,
my phone's muted.
That's cue to freaking call the cops.
Well, they're already on their way, so...
Ooh, okay. Well, yeah. That's it. Bye.
That's the podcast. Bye.
Hey, we ask a question, don't we?
Oh, that's right. Okay. Whose turn is
I
it?
don't know. I was just hoping for...
Is it mine? I mean, you did the intro, so that would make it mine,
yeah,
right?
Hopefully.
Okay.
I was just
All right, here's my
I
question.
was hoping you just found the Oompy Loopy non-question and asked that.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Anyways.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Why do we disavow? Please answer in the comments section down below. You can find us on Twitch, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Where do we go to
other stuff too.
Twitch.tv/American_Sushi, YouTube, American Sushi Podcast, same with Spotify, but we're also on
Twitter, Sushi Podcast.
at Sushi Podcast. You already said that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I said it really fast and cool.
Yeah. Did you?
No.
No. What is this? This is the worst episode we've ever done.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And that's the end. Bye.
And that's the end. Bye.